Well, perhaps I should start by saying that I'm probably unusual as far as people attending this particular conference is concerned, in that I'm not a theist. So I don't want to presume too much, to say what a Christian theist or a theist in general ought to say about the free will problem. Of course, in a general sense, I think that a Christian or a Christian theist or even non-Christian theist ought to be a libertarian, because I think everyone ought to be a libertarian. I think that's what's true. But if I just think in the abstract about the question, well, if I were a Christian theist, would I be a libertarian? I think the answer is yes. Yes, I would. I think for two reasons, really. One is, of course, the problem of evil. I think that's the biggest question that theists have to face, really. How to account for the presence of so much evil in the shape of, in man's inhumanity to man, in the shape also of natural disasters, flood, famine, disease. These things are very, very difficult, I think, for a theist to try to explain or accommodate. And the free will defence is the best defence, I think, that one can come up with. The thought that, it pertains only to some of those issues I've just raised. It pertains to the ones that one can regard as having been caused by human sin, human folly. But it does seem to me that that's the best hope for a theist, to try to explain away the presence of a good deal, anyway, of the evil in the world, by saying, well, it's the necessary cost of having beings like us that do indeed have free will. They are sometimes not going to be able to resist temptation. They are sometimes going to sin, and so there is going to be evil in the world. It's a necessary concomitant. The other reason, so that's the first reason, problem of evil. The second reason is, I think, that there are very strong reasons for wanting, if you are going to believe in God, to believe that God's a being with free will. And if one takes seriously the idea that man is made in some sense or other in God's image, I think it would be a very plausible thing to think that we have to share in that particular aspect of the nature of God, so that he would be free-willed, we would be free-willed too. So those seem to me to be two quite powerful reasons why a Christian should want to believe in libertarian free will, quite apart from the general reasons, of course, which I've already adverted to a bit, that, I just think the existence of libertarian free will is part of what I would regard as a commonsensical worldview, which you ought to have very, very powerful reasons for deciding to reject. And I don't think those powerful reasons exist.